Hello and welcome to another Unity game tutorial. In this part, we will be making a shooter AI enemy. This enemy will be able to shoot you if you come near him and won't stop until you're dead. So, without further ado, let's get started. Open your project. I have opened the project that we previously worked on in the previous video. If you haven't seen it, please go and watch. In that tutorial, we imported a few assets, few plugins that would help us in the process. So if you haven't watched that video, please go and watch. Now we will create a simple shooter AI. So to do that, go to your character model that you want to use as a AI. I have this terrorist here. I'm going to use him, and remember to set the rig as humanoid. Now all we have to do is go to InVector, FSM AI, and click on create new AI. Now this would give you a pop-up. Here we're going to drag and drop the model here. Click on the animation controller option and select InVector shooter melee. InVector. Let me see. We have some shooter. Let's search for shooter. Yeah, we're going to select InVector @shooter melee. Double click on it, and in FSM behavior controller, click on it and select as FSM shooter. Now as soon as you click it, the model will appear. It means it's ready to go. Now click on create. The model will be created here. As you can see, we have created our model, our enemy. Now we have to add a few components to it. Now if you see in the inspector panel, some components have already been added, like the navmesh agent and the shooter control script. Now we have to open up our model file and open up the rig and go to your bone structure. Go into your bone structure and click on the right hand bone, right here, right hand bone. I have rigged my character from Mixamo, so my bone is Mixamo right hand. Now click on the right hand and create an empty object and name it handler. Okay, now it's all done, and make sure the transforms are zeroed out. Now go into your head bones, click on the head and create an empty game object and name it eyes. What the eye does is it will help us to detect incoming player or incoming enemies. Now you have to position the eye correctly in front of the nose bridge, and what the handler does is it determines the position of the gun. It means my character will be holding the gun handle in this hand. Now we have to click on the model and go into our vControl AI shooter script. Scroll down to, we have to go to our AI shooter manager and scroll down to IK adjust and untick the use left IK. We are going to use only the right IK here. I'll show you what that means in a minute. And go to your weapons tab, and as you can see, The right weapon and left weapon are empty, no problem. We're going to select them. To find the guns, you have to go to your Invector AI folder. Let's see, go to prefab. Nope. Gonna find the weapons here. You see where the weapons are. Go and just search for the weapons. Click on gun. Here you can see the guns have appeared. Let's see the location of the gun. It's in prefab weapons AI handgun. So here is the gun folder here. I'm going to select an automatic assault rifle here and open up the rig once again and click on the handler and drag and drop the gun that you want to use into the handler. Now the gun will be facing downwards. It's no problem. Just remember that the transform position of the gun is zeroed out here. Now we're almost done. Now we have to click our model once more and select which gun we're gonna use. Like the gun is in our right hand, so we're gonna drag the AI assault rifle into the R weapon slot. There, that's done. Now we have to adjust a few more settings. Let's do that now. We're gonna go to the detection option in the AI shooter controller, and remember we created an eyes point here. We're gonna drag and drop the eyes into the first slot here. The detection point reference, it means the enemy will look for the players through this point. Now let's see what's other settings we have. Yeah, the main setting is below, layers to detect. Okay, so this setting actually tells the AI which layer and which tags to look for as an enemy. So because this AI is an enemy and it will be detecting the player, so we're gonna click on the detect layer option and select the player tag, player layer. Now go to detect tags, select nothing and click on the player. We're gonna have a player here, select the player. Now leave the obstacles to default. Now let's see what else we have. Yeah, it looks almost done. Now let's try and play. Let's go to the scene view and see. I'm going to turn off the gizmos here so we can see clearly. As you can see, the gun position is a little bit off, but no problem, we're going to fix that. We're going to fix that right now. Now to fix the gun IK, you don't have to transform the assault rifle, you just have to click on the handler and adjust it, rotate it through and just adjust it. You can move the handler, no problem. The whole point of creating the handler is that the main transform of the gun remains zeroed out. If you click on the assault rifle, you see the transform is zeroed out. Now properly do the handler rotation. There, it looks almost okay. We're gonna have to adjust a little bit. There, it looks okay. Now this is only in the preview view, so we're gonna have to copy the transform of the handler here. Click on copy component and then switch off the play mode. Now as you can see, the handler position that we created has been deleted. No problem, we're gonna click on the dots there and click on paste component values. What this does is it just pastes the transform of the handler that we created on the game view into this into this one. Now if we go and hit play, we can see that our enemy is holding the gun correctly. Okay, now we have to test out our detection system. So to do that, I'm going to switch off the play again, and I'm just going to create a cube here, and this will be my enemy. I'm going to name my cube as this will be my player. Name my cube as a player, and remember we turned on the layer and tags for detection. So click on the cube and click on the tag option here, which is saying untagged. Click on it and click on player. Select the layer as player also. Now the cube is officially a player of this game, and the AI will detect it. Okay, let's try and check. Okay, the enemy is standing. Let's try to move our little cube player near him. Yeah, as you can see, the enemy is starting to shoot. Now there's still a little problem. The enemy just keeps coming forward towards the player, so we can turn that off, no problem. Let's create a stopping point for the AI. To do that, click on the AI model, and I think it was in the nav mesh. Yeah, go to the nav mesh option, and you can see no, it's not in the nav mesh agent, sorry. We're gonna go to our AI shooter controller again and go to our agent option here. Now this controls the nav mesh agent. So here we have it, the stopping distance. It's currently in 0.2. Let's bump it up to 2 and let's check. Click on play, and let's move our cube player near him. I'm going to enlarge the scene view so you can see. Now I'm moving the cube near him. There, our enemy has spotted the cube player, and now is currently shooting at it. Okay, now let's try to increase the stopping distance by, let's say, 6. There. There you have it, guys. That's how you create a shooter AI. Oh, as you can see, look, he was following it. Look, he was running after it, and as soon as it got out of its range, it stopped. Goodbye. He's my good terrorist. Goodbye. Okay, that's not a terrorist actually, that's my main player that I am using for my game. No problem. So that's how you create a shooter AI, where the AI shoots at you if you come near him and stops if you go too far away. So thank you for watching, and Stay tuned. Thank you guys.